UFOs, or UAP, are fast becoming standard news in the modern world, with so many sightings and video evidence of strange crafts performing seemingly impossible maneuvers and reaching incredible speeds. More people than ever before are today aware that there are legitimate UFOs out there. What some might not know, however, is that certain groups worship these mysterious objects. Whole religions have formed behind the general idea of aliens coming to save us, destroy us, teach us, or to do any number of other things to or with us. Scientology is perhaps the most famous example of a religion that focuses on extraterrestrials, as at its heart there's an entire story about an intergalactic being called Xenu, coming to Earth to detonate hydrogen bombs around volcanoes in order to destroy his people. UFO religions defend their alien beliefs by arguing that the more traditional religions aren't really all that different. They too believe in an all-powerful supernatural being, usually in the sky. So could that wider, more universal idea of God actually be super advanced alien life? When we use the word God, it can mean various things. Some religions are polytheistic and have multiple gods, while others are monotheistic and only have one all-powerful being. The actual definition of a god can range then from the creator of the universe to a being who's worshipped for having supernatural powers to a vague but still extremely powerful ruler. Across all definitions, it's easy to imagine, with our limited human understanding, an alien creature that's capable of godlike feats. As the author Arthur C. Clarke famously said, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. While magic powers and godlike powers might well be considered one and the same thing. And so imagine for a moment that an ancient human were to somehow cross paths with a modern-day human. We of course know that we're not gods, but an ancient human might well view us as gods anyway. We can create fire, communicate instantly across the world, and kill from a distance with the twitch of a finger. Incomprehensible technology to humans of the past that could then appear to be magical or even divine. The idea of a or the god being nothing more than an alien then may sound far-fetched, but advocates say there is reason to believe, even if we take an extremely high definition of God, as a supreme omnipotent being who created the laws of nature, life, and the universe as we know it. There are models to suggest that all of that might one day be possible just for our own species. The Kardashev scale most famously ranks the theoretical levels of advancement that a civilization might achieve based on how much energy they could harness. And a Type 5 on the Kardashev scale has discovered almost everything there is to know. Type 5 beings can harness all the energy in their universe and beyond to the multiverse. They're so advanced that they can travel to other dimensions, create an afterlife, and birth totally new universes by themselves. With this in mind, if there are alien beings in existence, if Type 5 is possible, and if there are any aliens that are that advanced or close to that advanced, then there's a good chance that we were created by them, that they created us. All it would take to rethink reality like this is 1, to accept that the higher levels of the Kardashev scale are possible, and 2, to accept that humans likely aren't the most powerful civilization ever seen, that we would pale into insignificance alongside another. Most everything we attribute to the concept of a god, the performing of miracles, the having of absolute knowledge, and the manipulating of the universe, is theoretically possible with highly advanced technology. Take the Greek god Zeus or the Norse god Thor. They were worshipped by ancient people for, among other things, their ability to harness thunder and lightning, which were, at the time, terrifyingly powerful and unpredictable forces. But fast forward to today, and we've now mastered this element of earthly life. Lightning is a form of electricity, which we've tamed to the point where we can carry it around in our pockets. To the ancient Greeks or Norse, then, we have the power of gods. But were a hypothetical alien to have learned how to move planets around, for example, as per the Kardashev scale, then we are suddenly the ancient, less advanced group, watching on in wonder at what another technologically supreme being can do. For some, there's physical evidence of something like that already on Earth, although the ancient aliens' belief that ETs in the distant past may have helped to build some of our most impressive landmarks is contentious and problematic. The Egyptian pyramids are a particular target, as they stand as such monumental feats of engineering that it's hard for some to believe a civilization thousands of years less advanced than our own would have been able to build them. The answer, they say, is that aliens were somehow involved. Critics highlight, however, that such beliefs are often thinly hiding prejudice, with it usually the case that Western theorists jump to aliens particularly to explain non-Western structures and achievements. But if we take a step even further back, to beyond and before the records of human history, then might the same kind of approach be used to question the most very fundamental aspects of our existence? Rather than debating the presence of buildings or inventions or human impact, what happens if we debate the abiogenesis of life, the emergence of something from nothing, and the seeming unchangeables of our universe, like gravity, time, and thermodynamics? As to the creation of all that, we don't know for sure how any of it happened, and so the idea of God fills that void. But really, might a Type 5 alien fit just as well? Today we have mounting video evidence of strange flying objects with impossible capabilities. There's currently no evidence that UFOs definitely are associated with aliens, of course. They could also be top-secret technology from different countries or states with still human populations. But there remains some argument that UFOs could simply be the simplest example of technology, knowledge, and power that's beyond us, brought to us by proposed godlike groups of extraterrestrial beings who operate on a higher level than us, as if by nature. Indeed, they could be so high that they don't even realize that we're here trying to contemplate them. Building a planet in a star system, in a universe, and forming life there are clearly much more substantial engineering feats compared to a small UFO caught zooming over the Pacific. But such is the Kardashev scale and other scales like it, that there's no real reason to think that those feats are impossible if there's enough energy available. Finally, many religions do face a difficult problem when it comes to the potential proof that alien life exists. The field of exotheology, popularized by the theologian Ted Peters, refers to the significance that the discovery of extraterrestrial life will have on various belief systems. The implications of some religions are that humanity is uniquely special to God, created in his or her image and endowed with his or her traits, leading many to understand then that aliens don't or can't exist. But now science argues that that is very likely untrue, and that aliens do exist, and we just need to find them. If then what we think of as God actually were an alien or a civilization of aliens, then we're not uniquely special, and probably not even uniquely special to them. But also, we still might not ever see them. Carl Sagan provided an illustration of this on his 1980 show Cosmos, where he imagined a world of two-dimensional shapes called flatland. If a three-dimensional cube were to enter that realm, it would only appear as a 2D square to those within it. And if it were to talk, its voice would reverberate through the heavens as if the Flatlanders were hearing the voice of a god. And essentially, that's what humans could face, were any indication of a higher alien power to leak through to our own level and dimension. For all we know, and to turn Clarke's law around, anything in the world is possible with sufficiently advanced technology. And if ETs were to have enough technology and knowledge, then all of this may well have been their doing. And that's why God could be